71 kilo.
Echo 55 Echo, follow Cessna, just turn base. Other aircraft, say again.
Okay, that same controller is doing the tower and ground, so that's why we're hearing him kind of still talk to people.
Place 487 Golf X-ray going down Tower Street in runway 1, report a 3-mile final.
So he's broadcasting on both frequencies. And he gave us instructions to taxi to runway 1 via Alpha.
Airlines 487 Golf X-ray, just let you know, there's a Cirrus just passing midfield at about 2,600 heading into Goodyear.
And we're making sure there's no planes coming. You can leave the window open for now.
5 Echo, your traffic's a mile final, runway 1, clear to land.
And
the plane coming to our right.
Where at? Oh yeah, he's landed on the runway. So this is taxiway Alpha. So we're not going to go out on the runway, we're just going to get on this taxiway.
Cessna 60 Papa, turn left there, turn left onto Alpha, and then right into the ramp via the ramp to parking.
And they told him to turn left up here. Boy, that was a short landing.
Thank you.
Our ground speed's right here. So we're going 13 knots. You know what the difference between a knot and a mile per hour is?
0707 Papa Victor, going to Aquarius on request.
No? What?
I think I used to, but then I forgot.
So, the statute mile, or the miles we use when we drive, are 5,280 feet long. A nautical mile is 6,080 feet long, so a nautical mile is a little bit longer. So all of the stuff in an airplane is done in knots, which is nautical miles. So like our airspeed, if we were going, 100 knots, that's actually like, I have a little app that'll tell me how much it is, but it's like 115 miles an hour, because a knot is a little bit longer than... I gotta slow down here. They don't like us going over 15 miles an hour when we taxi. But it's a long taxi, so I speed sometimes and then they yell at me. So plane coming in there. See him coming in for landing. So we're gonna check. We're going about 190. That's what this one says, so we're pretty good.
Air Group 55 Echo, taxi to port, monitor ground.
This is called the run-up area.
Golf X-ray, runway 1.
What we're going to do is basically test the engine, make sure it's good to go before we actually fly. Alright, there we go. Brakes are set, fuel selectors on both. Pitch trim is set for takeoff. Flaps are up and verified. Mixture, we're going to stay rich. It's an hour flight, shouldn't be that bad. Pitot heat. We shouldn't need it, but we might turn it on halfway through. It's not that cold out. Circuit breakers are all in and checked. Engine instruments are still in the green. Fuel quantity is about 3/4 of a tank on both tanks, and I did visually check that with my finger. The clock is set. it is 3 o'clock. It is. That is correct. Common nav is set. We're actually going to swap over to tower because we don't need ground anymore.
8 Golf X-ray, midfield.
We're going to
Downwind.
engine 1700 RPM.
Runway 1.
Alright, alternator.
Traffic a mile final, lights point, runway 1, confirmation go number 2.
Good. Amp meter. Suction. Amp meter. Good. Magnetos. We're going to do the right one first. We should see a drop of about 50 to 100. And we do. Let it get back up. Do the left side. And we see a drop there. That's good. Carb heat. We're going to pull the carb heat on. We saw a little itty bitty drop there. We're going to check the engine instruments with carb heat on. And we are good to go there. Suction gauge is set. Throttle to idle with carb heat on. And we are good. Carb heat off. 1000 RPM. Lights are as required. We're good. Nav and GPS is set. GPS is set. Nav is set to the tower. Seats and seat belts. This is where I would have caught that I didn't have my seatbelt on. If you ever wonder why they have you double check things 2 or 3 times, that's why.
Radar vectors high dat intersection.
Radios are set, seats and seatbelts are set. Okay, cabin doors and windows. Let's shut our windows.
Expect 1-2000, 3 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.15. Squawk.
Excuse me. Okay, takeoff briefing. We are going to take off runway 1. It is a VFR flight. The clouds are up way high, so we don't have to worry about them. Our flight is we're going to head down to the Rainbow Valley practice area. We're going to do some fun flying, and we're going to land about an hour later. Well, we'll land about an hour later than when the engine actually started, because that's what they charged me for. If there's an emergency during takeoff, if I can land on the runway, I'm going to land on the runway. If we cannot land on the runway, I'm going to pick a road that looks the softest. If we've taken off and we're high enough, 8 or 9 or 1,000 feet, above the runway, I'll declare an emergency and we will come land probably on runway 9 because the winds aren't a factor because they're a direct crosswind. Rotation speeds in this airplane, we are going to lift off at 65 knots. That's also our landing speed, so we're going to want to try to hit that. So 65, so 60 and 80, that's 70, that's 65 right there. Okay. Emergency landing locations, we got a ton of them around here. There is Phoenix, Sky Harbor, there's Goodyear Airport, Luke Air Force Base, Deer Valley, and then always Glendale is good. There is a lot of desert out where we're going to be, and flat desert also works. Airports nearby, we talked about them. Pattern altitude for this airport's 2,100 feet because we're sitting right at about 1,100 feet right now. Destination is Rainbow Valley practice area. Any questions? Okay. No?
Oh, that'll be fun.
Okay, takeoff briefing is complete. Okay, we're going to set our transponder. We're good there. Mixture is set for takeoff. Lights is required. And we will take care of that once we get up there. So let's go. That's the Civil Air Patrol there. Glendale Tower, Cessna 5371 kilos, ready to go, runway 1.
Cessna 5371 kilo, Glendale Tower, runway 1, fly straight out to Vise, cleared for takeoff.
Fly straight out, tell advise, cleared for takeoff, runway 1571 kilo. And we're going to make sure that we don't see anybody over there. Alright, here we go. No feet on the brakes, okay? We don't want to be stopping. Alright, here we go. There's 40. There's 50. There's 60. There's 65, and we're off.
Detail Tower, Skyhawk 22810 over the dot, flight base runway 1.
Cessna 810, runway 1, clear to land.
Runway 1, clear to land, 22810.
Cessna 1 kilo, traffic ahead to your right, crosswind to downwinds in the pattern, outside them, right downwinds approved.
Outside the traffic, downwind is approved, and I do have the traffic in sight, 71 kilo. See the traffic? See him out there? Hey. We're gonna follow them. There, if you have a camera, take your pictures of the Super Bowl.
I left my phone in the car, so...
I got it for you.
Glendale Tower, 8 Golf X-ray, midfield, downwind, runway 1.
Nice Ford 8 Golf X-ray, follow assisted traffic, just about your 12 o'clock on base, maybe a little lower.
8 Golf X-ray, traffic sight.
Hey.
Nice Ford 8 Golf X-ray, number 2, runway 1, clear touch and go.
Runway 1, clear touch and go, number 2, 8 Golf X-ray.
Glendale Tower, par 69, ready for takeoff.
See the plane over there?
Part 69, Glendale Tower, no delay, runway 1, right downwind approved, cleared for takeoff, traffic space to 1.5 miles final.
Runway, clear for takeoff, and downwind approved, Delta, excuse me, par 69.
So we're gonna head kind of in between those mountains right there to the practice area.
Right.
We still have a guy in front of us somewhere here. You see him? We're kind of above him now.
Seems to be a bit less traffic up here.
Yeah. There he is. Got him. See him turning right there?
I see him, yep.
Okay, so we're going to head towards PIR. I don't know if you can see PIR right out there. Phoenix International Raceway. It's kind of at the base of the mountain. There's a gray area and then kind of a stadium looking thing.
I see it.
We're going to head right towards that. We're at 2,500 feet. We need to stay below 4,000 in this area because there's a Class Bravo airspace for the Sky Harbor Airport. So we're going to climb up to about 3,000. Trying to go through the pass there at 3,500, and then we'll climb up to 4,000, and that's where we'll have some fun, and I'll let you fly and stuff, okay? Once we pass this line, we can climb up to 5,000 if we wanted to, but we're not going to go that high. There's no need for it. A little bit different perspective, huh? Okay. 1,000-foot check. Engine instruments are still all in the good. Amp meter is still making juice. Make sure we're going to keep it rich. Lights are good. Airspeed is good.
So say 10, taxi to park today.
Taxi to park, have a good one. Nice. Day 10.
And Rainbow Valley practice area is 128,925. So 128,925. That's where it is. Okay, we're at 3,000 feet. There's a Southwest Airlines there. See him up there?
I see him.
You're on ground frequency, sir.
Tower, 0707, Papa Victor, holding short, runway 1 at Alpha 1.
0707,
That's Goodyear Airport. You see Goodyear Airport?
Hold short, runway 1, 7 Papa Victor.
I see it.
Just 805, 904, on the ground, runway 1, taxi the Alpha. Okay, say again. Flight of 7 Lima Alpha, on the ground, runway 1, taxi the Alpha.
Hey, any questions?
Not yet.
Okay.
If it were a total emergency, would you be allowed to land on one of those fields down there?
Absolutely. Yeah, in the case of an emergency, the pilot has complete control. He can do whatever he wants. I could go land at Sky Harbor, and they would make all of the 737s go somewhere else for the time being. Yeah, in an emergency, you have, I don't want to say carte blanche, you can do whatever you want, but you can do whatever you need to do to get the plane down safely. I can land in a field, on a road, preferably not a lake, because I don't have pontoons on this thing. Like you see those power lines, so I wouldn't want to pick a field with power lines, because that would be dangerous, right? I would want to pick a field that didn't have power lines.
Runway 1, clear touch and go.
Okay.
We request a full stop landing, ACOL Vector.
ACOL Vector, runway 1, clear to land.
We're going to climb up 3,500 here. If you're hot, you can open your thing. If you're cold, you can close it. Your, whatever you need to do. Okay?
All right.
Make yourself comfortable. And we are going to switch over to Rainbow Valley Practice Area.
And Rainbow says 519 Bravo over to Greenfield 3.0, descend down to 1.7 for simulated engine out procedure.
Rainbow Valley Traffic System 5371 Kilo will be entering the Rainbow Valley through the gap currently at 3,500. We'll be at 4,000 just north of the Greenfield 7 Kilo Rainbow Valley. So Rainbow Valley. This is a training area for little planes like this.
Rainbow Valley traffic is already 625, currently at 3,600 feet over Hotel Private doing commercial maneuvers on Rainbow Valley traffic.
So you see the Greenfields, that's kind of where we're heading for. That's what, and it's called Greenfields. I know, we're not very creative.
Hey, 18225, 18447, we're kind of on top of you. We're going to head down a little bit, north a little bit, and then do a speed spiral over there. Affirmative, 625.
So, the mountains look pretty cool from up here, huh?
Rainbow Valley, Barney 840.
A little bit different.
2 miles northeast of Snowtown. Ground reference maneuver is below 2,000.
The nice thing about planes, especially a 172, is it will kind of fly itself. It's pretty stable. It will take a lot to make it stall. It'll take a lot to actually get it to do something you don't want it to do. Oh, see, we're going over the mountains. Can you tell the wind? Yeah, the wind kind of tosses us around a little bit when you go over the mountains. Whee! Once we get over the mountains and the winds kind of calm down a little bit, then it'll be smooth just like it was before. And coming over those again, when we go back, it'll be bumpy like this as well.
I never really put much thought into it that there might be this much wind over the mountains.
Well, because the wind hits the mountain and then comes up, and so you end up with updrafts on one side and then downdrafts on the other side, and so you get this up and down kind of wave that happens. And so depending upon where you are in that wave, it'll bump you up or it'll bump you down or it'll do both if you're flying through it. So we got this plane below us coming kind of right towards us here. So we're going to turn this way. He's below us by, well, I don't want to, yeah, I do want to do that. See, he's turning the other way. Good. He should be out there, about 2,000 feet below us. So go ahead, this plane's yours. You can fly it. Here, let me give you a quick rundown. Ready? This does that. Okay? This does that. Okay? Your rudder pedals
2.0 for
do that.
reference maneuver. Each on pilot.
Okay? And coordinated flight, all three of those work together. Okay? So we want to angle down a little bit because we want to stay about 4,000 feet. Okay? So let's do a turn. Okay, we're turn to the right, and we'll come back to, we'll go to north, okay? And so in an airplane, when you start a turn, if you keep it in the turn, it will make it deeper and deeper, so you have to kind of, you have to stop it from turning if you want it to go. So we want to do a turn, but we want to come back to center once we're at the angle we want. And then, because we're at an angle, our wings aren't producing as much lift, so we're actually losing, so we do need to pull a little bit of pressure back on the yoke. Not a whole bunch, but a little bit. During steep turns, which we'll do in a little bit, that's fun, you'll feel a lot of G's on your body, we'll pull a lot back on our, because we'll lose a lot of lift, so we'll need to create a lot of lift with our elevator.
The Rainbow Green Field for private maneuvers at 3,500. Rainbow.
Rainbow Valley Traffic Cessna 5371 Kilo. We are north of the green fields at 4,000. We'll try to stay out of your way. Let us know if you need us to move further away at 71 Kilo, Rainbow Valley.
Sounds good, thanks.
Good deal. You're doing it. See him doing it?
Yeah.
He's flying the plane. So we're just going to go all the way around a full circle, okay? So when we end up on the S here, okay, we're going to pull out and kind of just keep going south. Okay, good job. We're almost to the south, so stop it on the south, okay? Good job. Nicely done. Okay, we're losing a little bit of altitude, so we want to make sure I'll put a little bit of back pressure on there for you. Okay, now let's go to the left, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a steep turn, and we're going to go 45 degrees. So do it with me, follow with your hands. So we're going to go 45 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. 45 degree turn. We're going to try to stay coordinated so we don't crush ourselves. And we'll pull out at north, and so we want to pull out a little bit before because we have that turn there, right? So go ahead and do another one this way, 45 degrees. Go ahead, you do it. There you go. And you're going to have to pull back to keep your altitude. Nicely done. And then stop on south. Whee! Cool. You like that?
7 miles northwest of North Battleship. We'll be heading towards railroad track.
Okay.
Rainbow.
So we're going to turn this way. Let's turn around and do north again. Go ahead and do a steep turn. So go ahead and get into it. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Oh, you feel those G's?
Yeah.
Nice. And we'll head north just to stay out of these people's way. Okay, so we're going to do a stall, okay? You ready? So why we practice stalls is because when we're getting ready to land, the plane is going very slow, right? And we have the engine kind of slow down because we want to go slow to land, right? And so we're in this configuration where we're going slow, but we don't want to crash into the ground. And so we have to learn what one feels like. Hear the stall warning? And pretty soon the wings will give out.
519 Bravo over to Greenfield 2.2.
And we'll fall forward.
Heading towards back to straight into runway 3 at Goodyear, last call.
And we'll turn around again. We're getting kind of close to these mountains, so we'll angle away from the mountains. Okay. So what we want to do is make sure we don't stall the plane. That's the kind of the key. And so as we pull our things back, we're going to try to keep 3,900 feet, okay? Because we don't want to hit the ground. The ground is at 3,800 feet, so let's not hit the ground. So we pull our power back. We want to keep it at 3,900 feet. All right. Pretty soon the wings will give out. And there it is. You feel that? You like that? Okay. Well, I hate to say it, but we got to kind of head back now. Is that okay?
That's okay.
So that'll be, when we land, it'll probably be an hour, maybe an hour, 1.1 hours by the time we get back. But you go ahead and fly us back. Okay? You got it? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
See, stalls aren't that bad.
No, I thought they would dip down more.
I can make them do that if you want. Okay.
Last call. Happy Friday.
How far have you dipped down before you brought it back up?
Oh, I've done really bad ones before with people that I wanted to have some fun with.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So they're heading back. So let's actually do another circle, because we're going to give them some room. So go that way. Do another circle, okay? We're going to give them a little bit of space. And we can start heading down to 3,500. So the big one at 3 and this one at the 5.
Remember by the practice area?
We don't want to do it all at once though, because that gets scary. We just do it nice and slow. Your ears start popping when you get past 500 feet a minute descent. So we don't want her thrown up back there. That would be bad. Unless you want to make her throw up, we can do that. You want to do that?
Probably not.
Okay. You'd probably pay for that one later, I think.
Just remember who feeds you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's head back that direction. You see the gap between the two big mountain, this big mountain here and the little mountain, so that's where we're heading. Try to get down to about, yeah, let's get down to about 3,500 feet. Okay. Rainbow Valley, Cessna 5371 Kilo, north of the green fields, 3,600. We are heading out. We'll be leaving, passing through the gap. Rainbow Valley, 71 Kilo, last call. Going that
Rainbow
way.
Valley, Bonnie 536 is 2,000, 2 miles south of Farm Ag Field, heading back to Aux 6, back to Goodyear. Last call, Rainbow.
Rainbow Valley, Varney 448, 5 miles south of Palo Verde Power Plant, 1,700 feet, practicing ground rest over the solar farm. Rainbow.
And it's going to get bumpy, so let's stay at 35, okay? Whee! And you can kind of look at our instruments here. We're climbing, but it doesn't feel like we are, right? And that's because the air's pushing us up. See, and now it's pushing us down because we're going level, right? But we can tell like what the mountain's doing to us right here, and it'll be pretty bumpy until we get over PIR.
Rainbow Valley, Varney 233.
Where's PIR?
2 point.
Hold on.
Altimeter 3015. Expect visual approach. Runway 1 in use. Luke special air traffic rule in effect. NOTAM Alpha 5 closed. Advise on initial contact. Get information Alpha.
Okay, they're still on Alpha. Go ahead. What was your question?
Where's PIR?
PIR is right in front of us. Here, let's push it down so she can see. See PIR?
Oh, okay.
Good call. Nice. Let's get down to 3,000 now, okay? And when I pull that power back and we push that nose down, it will lose altitude pretty doggone quick. So let's push down. Whee! Not so much. We want nice, gentle, yeah. If we have to make a real massive move, we're doing something wrong. So we want to make it nice and smooth, right? Although this is falling pretty doggone quick. Did your ears pop? Mine popped. Let me reset the trim, let go. Okay. Yeah, you were fighting it. I'll fix it for you so you don't have to fight it. Okay. And a little bit more. There we go. Go ahead. Yeah, you should be able to fly a plane with 2 fingers. Okay? He's 500 above us. Let's go this way. You see him? I don't see him, but he's out there somewhere. He's 500 above us. There he is, got him. Okay, and there should be another one coming this way. 400 below us, let's stay at 3,000. Glenelg Tower, Cessna 5371 Kilo, inbound with Alpha 3000 over PIR, 71 Kilo.
Cessna 5371 Kilo, Glendale Tower, straight in runway 1, report a 3-mile final.
Report 3-mile final, straight in runway 1, 71 Kilo.
Got him.
Where?
Left, right below.
Oh, yep, I see him. Good, thank you. Nicely done. You guys are awesome spotters. So he said make straight in runway 1, so the airport's out there. And we're going to make a straight in runway 1. You see the houses with all the tan roofs over here? So we're going to miss, that's this little point right there.
The 907 November is midfield.
That's the 907 November runway.
So we're going to try to get to that, and then when we're at a 3-mile final, when we are 3 miles on that guy, we'll call and let him know we're on a 3-mile final. So we do need to get down to 2,100 feet, but we don't need to do it very fast. And usually this is the road, like if you stay on this side of the road, you won't get in Goodyear's airspace. And so this is kind of the road that everybody uses. That's why we had a bunch of people they were taking off from Goodyear. PIR's a monument kind of thing that everybody knows, so that's why they fly over it, because then you know where everybody is. They can say, hey, I'm over PIR, and everybody's like, oh, I know where that is. So we're still coming down nice and easy. We want to stay on this side of the road until we kind of hit the freeway there. Because we can't go in this, see the circle right here? We can't go in that airspace because they didn't clear us into that airspace. We're in the airspace over there. Does that make sense? Okay, we got about 300 more feet to drop before we're at our pattern altitude. We're at 6 miles, so we got about 3 more miles before we're where we need to be. Okay. We're going about 100 mile an hour right now. Doesn't feel like it though, does it? So go ahead and start turning towards the, and we still want to go down. We got about 200 more feet to lose here. We should have a plane off to our left somewhere too. Yeah, they're behind us now. Okay, and there's our airport out there. Do you see it?
Yep, I see it.
Okay, good. That's where we're heading.
Is this the 101 below us?
Yep, no, that's I-10.
Oh, it is?
Yep. The 101 is over there. Do you see the...
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're 3.8 miles. We'll get a little bit closer before we're on our... Okay, I got the plane, okay? You see those two red lights that are red and white? They will let us know if we're lined up appropriately. Okay, we can put in some flaps. Glendale Tower System 5371 Kilo reporting 3 mile final runway 1.
So 7 Kilo runway 1, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 1, 71 Kilo. Okay, and the winds were about the same. So we're gonna do, I don't know if we're gonna do. Should we slip it? No, let's just land this bad boy.
Cessna 97 November, follow Cessna 2 mile final.
Follow Cessna 2 mile final, 9-7 November.
Cessna 97 November, report your traffic in sight.
Looking 7, correction, 9-7 November. In sight, 9-7 November.
Cessna 97 November, number 2, runway 1, clear touch and go.
Number 2 for runway 1, clear touch and go, 9-7 November.
And what I'm trying to do is keep that number 1 that's on that runway right in my window at the same spot.
Cessna 97 November, runway 1, clear to land.
You see him?
Right. Clear land.
And those, since they're white, it's telling us we're too high. We need to go get a little bit lower. So we're going to get a little bit lower. See one starting to turn red? That's the glide slope we want. It's one white one, one red one. So right about there. Well, a little bit lower. Okay, we've made the runway, so we're good to go there. Pulling all the power back, and we'll round out a little bit too high. And too high. There we go. There we go.
This is 7 Kilo, turn left, taxi to park.
Turn left, taxi to park. 7 Kilo. Okay, what'd you think?
Thought it was very fun. Enjoyable.
Something you want to do?
Oh.
Be happy to support you, Micah.
He told us to taxi to park, so we don't really have to ask ground, but I put ground in there just in case he wants to get a hold of us. That's the frequency we're supposed to be on. Hey, if you want to open your window, you can.
Cessna 97 November, taxi to park, good day.
Okay, we're gonna, after landing, transponder set to standby. There we go. You remember what spot we were in? I do, hopefully. I've parked it in the wrong spot before and they've yelled at me. Like, I don't remember, it's one of these. It's this one right here. Okay, flaps are up and verified.
Our chains.
And we have to back it in, so we're gonna pull a little bit forward and then we're gonna
Cessna 55515, going out there.
Hey, lights are off. Throttle 1200 RPM, we're about there. Avionics master off. Okay, take your headsets off if you want.